Hello, beloved. My name is Emilia. I'm coming your way with the verse of the day. Today, on the 18th of February, our verse is taken from 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. 2 Corinthians chapter 12, verse 9. It says, "But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, most gladly I will boast in my weaknesses, that the power of Christ may rest upon me. But he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Therefore, most gladly I will boast in my weaknesses, that the power of Christ may rest upon me." Beloved, this is Paul, an apostle of God that God was using so much. And when you read the previous verses, he says that great revelations were shown to him. Paul was taken to the third heavens. God showed him a lot of things. Most part of the New Testament was written by Paul, a man that God used so much. And he said, there was a weakness in my life. He called it a messenger of Satan. Definitely, if it is referred to as a messenger of Satan, then it is not anything that you and we will be happy to have, or something that makes us happy. But he says that he prayed to God so much. He said 3 times. 3 times doesn't mean 1, 2, 3. No, it means that he prayed completely. He prayed it all the time until he realized that I have come to the end of it. But the answer of God did not take it away. He said, my grace is sufficient for you. My grace is sufficient for you. Beloved, I don't know the weakness that you are struggling with, the imperfection that you see in your life. Sometimes it may be a physical imperfection, a deformity, or something that does not enable you to do or be who you think or who you want to be, or do the things that you want to do. It can also be something psychological, it can also be something spiritual, it can also be something emotional or character based. But there is a weaknesses, and because we desire all to be perfect, sometimes when we come across these weaknesses in our life, it can frustrate us. It can be a weakness in your relationship. It can be a weakness in your child. It can be a weakness in yourself that is taking away your peace, because you wish that everything will be perfect. God is telling you that even in that weakness, even in that imperfection, even in that deformity, even in that struggle, his grace is sufficient for you. And that in that weakness, his glory is made, his strength is made perfect. Doesn't it bother our minds when we see people with imperfection, let's say physically challenged, able to do some things that you never thought they would be able to do? The strength of God is made perfect in our weaknesses. Therefore, I don't know that struggle. I don't know that weakness. I don't know those things that you wish will go away. It's not all the time that God will take it away. I consider Nick in such a situation, how that little boy prayed that God would give him a hand and give him legs, but that prayer was not answered. But the glory of God, the strength of God is made known so much through that weaknesses that he has. If we can take our eyes from the weaknesses, from the imperfection, from the things we wish that will go away, and we have done everything possible, we have prayed all that we can, still they remain. If we can take our eyes from them and place it on God, his strength will be released, and it will marvel us the things that we will be able to do even in the midst of that weaknesses. I pray that the strength of God will be made perfect in every weakness that is in your life, in your family, in that you see around you, that God will show himself mighty and that he will be glorified, that even in your imperfection, he can still do great things in your life and with your life. Have a blessed day. Shalom.